Hi everyone, I'm Any New Province, and we just finished up a league with Nerd Borgs. This deck gets off the ground so quickly that your opponent has to recover immediately or they just lose. You can put your opponent up against it in whatever match you want by clicking on the timestamp in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the league. So match 1, game 1, we're going to get to play first, and I think this deck is much better on the play than otherwise. Okay, so this is kind of a weird hand, but it's still going to be sweet. So we're going to go Seat of the Synod, Cloudfin Raptor pass, and then there's probably an argument for running out Tranquil Cove, but we're gonna get a pretty fast start here. We're gonna play Cloudfin Raptor, turn 2 Gearsmith Prodigy, and then if we draw an untapped white source, we can play Thraben Inspector, grow our Cloudfin Raptor. But oh yeah, there is gonna be a lot of weird mana hands. The mana base was an issue. It was a huge issue. Especially where the test case, like I really wanted to see Gearsmith Prodigy and Aethercast Knight. And it was like, you know, you make a lot of concessions to your mana base for that, right? If you want to hit blue on turn 1, white on turn 2, and then still manage to... I kind of want to run out Gearsmith Prodigy here. No. It's kind of counterintuitive, but I'd even rather they spend their removal on Cloudfin Raptor. Lost to Pie Wiz. Oh, they're on Blue-Red Delver. Uh-oh. I don't think Boros Monarch is a good matchup for us either. This might be rough. What's up, Joel? How you doing tonight? Welcome. Yeah, Findelmeister, I agree. It's definitely a contentious thing. Ooh, okay. All right, so we'll go land. This is a pretty good start. Gearsmith Prodigy, grow our Cloudfin Raptor. Gearsmith Prodigy, grow our Cloudfin Raptor. Go to combat, attack for 2. 6 power on board on turn 2. Looking okay. Yeah, I feel like this is Boros, and I feel like it's kind of sketchy here, but we got a pretty good opener. So let's see if we can't leverage this to a win somehow. They're spending a removal spell this early, so that's good. I think they're off red mana. Whoa, Findelmeister, thanks for the sub. Thank you. I appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Thanks. Welcome to the Jank Bank. And we got some evasion just on time, although we might have to do some awkward committing a Thraben Inspector next turn. Yeah, thank you very much. My opponent thinks I'm mono blue. Until now. They play Ichor Wellspring. They're going to keep digging for the red mana, but they really don't want to stumble against our starts. I've still got this hilarious stop set for Brainstorm. We're not going to be brainstorming today. All right, so this is going to be a pretty fine turn too. So we're going to Cartouche up Gearsmith Prodigy. I kind of want to pick this Cartouche up with Skyfisher. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we'll attack. Hello, Joel. Hello, Marcia. Hello. How you doing? Welcome to the Jank Bank. So I know this looks weird, but I'm actually going to pick up Cartouche of Solidarity. Let's just go a little bit wider, and we can put this on a core Skyfisher to sneak some extra damage through next turn. Oh yeah, man. Snatch it. Snatch that up. All right, there's Glinthawk. Not a big deal. They're already at 9. So I might even Cartouche up this Warrior. I'll probably play Thraben Inspector, draw a card first. We'll see if our opponent manages to find some answers. Oh, that's a little bit better even than... maybe it's not better than Thraben Inspector here. But I will Cartouche up this Warrior token. That's going to give us more attacks this turn. And it has Vigilance. Sneaky Lizardu. All right, so go to combat, attack for a bunch. For not quite lethal, but almost. They're going to trade with a Prodigy. Yep. Take a bunch of damage. And I think we're going to play Thraben Inspector for the redraw here, just in case. Although, I don't know. What could they do next turn to like, stop us? I guess they could, like, have removal spell, or something. I actually maybe might commit Court Homunculus here. I think just having another 2/2 is good enough. So we'll pass, and we might have got him. We might have stole this. Yeah, good old Cycle Land, missed third land draw. Hey, we got him. Cool. Bunch of 2/2s, win the game. Seems good to me. So I think, despite what happened there, I think Boros Monarch is actually one of our worst matchups. We're going to bring in some Fragmentizes, and that's pretty much it. There's probably an argument for a Relic of Progenitus here, but modern speed. That's right, Gunner's Dream. We're going fast. I don't know. There are ways that our opponent could have come back. If it was like, I don't know. Any deck with Lotus Petals is spicy enough. You could have been right. you could have been right about the Court Homunculus, but I'm not super super afraid of it. So the sideboarding with this deck's really hard. We'd usually like to go down Journey to Nowheres if possible. But where they're the grindy deck, and where they have instant speed removal, we're going to shave a Cartouche. We're going to shave a Thraben Inspector. Probably. Maybe, we probably don't want to shave a Cloudfern Raptor. Probably shave a Vault Scourge, because they might bring in Electrickery. Yeah, I think so. I think Vault Scourges are probably cuts. It's hard to cut that many creatures, right? Like, you don't want to take out that many creatures, but this will kill their journeys. And if we can Stone Rain them a couple times, we all saw what their deck looks like when it doesn't hit its land drops against us. So let's get another fast start. A few 2/2s aside. Yeah, looks good to me too. Games are decided pretty quickly with this deck, I find. Like, you either you curve out, you get like 5 damage on board. Ozzy Osbourne music behind the Journey to Nowhere. I could probably cut one of them. Like, I don't know how good this is against them. Yeah, but I do like it. But I don't even know, like, I might even want a Vault Scourge against all their burn spells or another Cartouche to go around them, because they're the grindy deck, right? You know, so I might actually take out, like, Cartouche. I wouldn't mind the Vault Scourges. It's tough. I've actually never played this matchup. I probably played, 10 odd matches with this deck, but I haven't, yeah, this is a fine keep. This is going to be fun. So we're going to go turn 1, Thraben Inspector, Gearsmith Prodigy. So they can go wide. Ooh, that's scary. Probably not good for us. Oh, there's Seat of the Synod. Okay. I think we still want to use our Lotus Petal here, so I'm going to go Seat of the Synod, Gearsmith Prodigy, Lotus Petal, Thraben Inspector, and then that'll let us cast a Core Skyfisher a little more fearlessly next turn. Yeah. Delver needs, a bunch of instants and sorceries and stuff to get 3 power on board on turn 2, but we're doing just fine like this. We'll see if this is going to be one of those Skyfisher pick up a Radiant Fountain draws. It's not. All right, our opponent is going to go a little bit slower. We're drawing lands, not fantastic, but we're going to commit some more power to the board this turn. It might be. It might be. I could admit that. It's dangerous against Galvanic Blast and Lightning Bolt. Like, they have 7 cards that blow us out really bad, like if they would have left up red mana. Instead of playing their Prism. All right, cool. And is this Journey? We have Fragmentizes for that. And just more red mana. Okay. Well, thank goodness we're going to get an extra clue, although they are also a clue deck. So I'm not 100% sure how sturdy that strategy is. So that was pretty rough, but it happens. Okay, so we will play and... play Plains, play out Thraben Inspector, get another clue, and it looks like we're going to start flooding out pretty shortly, so I'm going to go ahead and commit as much power to the board as I can, and then we'll start cracking these clues, trying to find more 2/2s to get in. Double Lightning Bolt was pretty good for our opponent there. They're going to keep drawing cards, playing birds, drawing cards. As is the way. This is kind of funny, right? So we played the Delver deck last night and hit a bunch of like really fast decks, which Delver decks, they go under Delver decks. Oh, baby. Oh, and our opponent has all the removal. So it looks like we're going to be playing the no fun version of the Boros Monarch matchup. But I feel like Boros Monarch is particularly good against decks like this. So I think this might be a little bumpy. By Nickel. Oh, yeah, nice. No, it's true. It's true. It's definitely hard. I think we need the Fragmentizes though, and it's honestly really difficult to find the cuts otherwise. So we'll do this. We're gonna draw some cards next turn, and at least we can start clocking them a little bit. But our opponent has 4 cards in hand. Yeah, the mono white deck was sick. That was a lot of fun. Kudos to Nickel for the sweet brew. So we'll see what our opponent wants to do. I'm assuming if they like, oh, it's Battle Screech. Dang. Yeah, this is, we might be ending it here soon. Although our clock can get pretty out of hand. So let's see what happens here. Yep. Bunch of birds. We got no sweepers. Yeah, we're pretty close. We have a Journey for their Glinthawk. That doesn't really matter. We might as well draw first. We'd rather Journey a 2/3.
Oh,
Whoa, thank you for the sub, Type 1. Welcome back. Welcome back. Glad to have you. I don't think fragmentizing a land really does anything here. I also don't think journeying a bird really does anything here. I guess we could fragmentize Prophetic Prism and make the rest of their birds really bad. And that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to fragmentize this. We'll go to combat. We'll attack with the Aethercast Knight, get an Exalted trigger. And I'm going to hold this journey. We'll draw another card here. We already made our land drop, so we don't really have to make any draws. Yeah, the birds the birds are the words here. Opponent's going to Ichor Wellspring, so they saw their way through our plan. Gruul Monarch, that's pretty cool. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Let's see what they've got. More cantripping artifacts. Okay. I feel like we can beat one Battle Screech, but when you give them enough time to resolve a couple, you're in trouble. If I see a Sen's Enlistment or something like that, I'll probably bring in Relic of Progenitus. Fragmentize pretty bad against Wellsprings. This is interesting. So they're probably not on the Monarch build. Yeah, they're on, I think someone mentioned that. They're probably on Kuldotha, which makes a lot of sense. They're going to attack with everything. Yep. So we might be having a Rally the Peasants kill us here shortly. All right, so draw a card. Cartouche, not fantastic. All right, so let's play Gearsmith Prodigy. Let's cartouche up our Aethercast Knight. Not out of Galvanic Blast range yet, but we are going to get to attack our opponent for a little bit here. I don't really know if we want to even journey this yet. The 2 damage might matter, actually. So I am going to journey the Glinthawk, and we're going to get in for 3. Because the way our board is starting to look now, if our opponent doesn't find some way to answer it, then our clock will hopefully overcome them before these birds can get us. Three of them and Burn just quit the match. Yikes. There's Gorilla Shaman. That's not a huge deal. They're going to blow up our lands. I wouldn't say it's a dead draw either. Gorilla Shaman Ichor Wellspring is kind of spicy. Yep. Unfortunate for sure, but most of the stuff in our deck doesn't cost 2 or more mana, so Gorilla Shaman really isn't that great against us. I guess it sucks to not have all of the mana. Oh no, well they got the clue, that sucks. And here come the birds, I assume. Man, birds are for the birds. Yep, they're gonna attack for 6, pretty good. We're at 7. And we draw Cloudfin Raptor. That's pretty anemic here. So let's go to combat. We'll swing with everything. It really sucks that I can't block these birds. I think surviving like 1 extra turn and hoping to fade removal is probably a way we could win this game. Our opponent isn't going to oblige us with a block, unfortunately. So we'll run out Cloudfin Raptor and pass the turn. We die to Rally the Peasants anyway, so if we take 4, they can kill us with a bolt. So I think I still will block this Glinthawk. They're gonna Pyroblast that. Ooh, I've got a feeling. I got a feeling about a lightning bolt coming. Yeah, this is gonna be it. Beats for GGs, I imagine. Yep. We'll see if our opponent's got a bolt. I think they do. I don't know if you play that way unless you do. Maybe they just know we can't, yeah, okay. All right, so that's turned on, right? I guess we should let it kill us instead of conceding. Okay, so what did we learn? What did we learn? Fragmentize is probably a little bit worse against them. I feel like they took out a couple of journeys. I think Pyroblast or Hydroblast is probably better to protect our stuff, but I'm not really sure. Battle Screech was obviously pretty insane. I don't think I want to weaken the mana any more than I have to, but I'm going to take out 1 Fragmentize to bring the Cartouche back in. And we'll play it like that. I didn't see any Sen's Enlistment, so I don't see a reason to bring in Relic. So we might be able to just curve out again, commit a bunch of power to the battlefield on like turn 1 or turn 2, And while our opponent is trying to play artifacts and stuff, we'll just kill them. Yeah, I think that's right, Proteus. I think that's right. I think we'll have to be. Like, we saw what happened in the last one with the removal magic, so I think we just have to kind of fade that a little bit, and maybe we'll be okay. Oh man, does this hand ever want a Leonin Squire? So I think we might go, we're going to go Lotus Petal, Court Homunculus, Tranquil Cove. And then next turn we'll play Aethercast Knight. Yeah. So we'll keep. And hopefully our opponent doesn't have a Bolt for our Court Homunculus. Of course, that's pretty awkward, but I like, you know, playing slow ain't going to get us anywhere. So we'll play a Lotus Petal. Also, them having Gorilla Shaman early is probably a little bit of an issue, or we've got a Seat of the Synod here, but once we get Aethercast Knight down, we should be alright. No, don't worry about it. Opponent plays Tapland. Alright, well that's gonna serve as an alright turn 2 for us. They're probably committing red... Ooh, more Aethercast Knights. Okay. They're pretty good in multiples, so we'll play Aethercast Knight. Attack 4/3. And pass turn. Not too shabby. Especially if our opponent's on kind of an awkward draw. Because we're going to get the beatdowns going here pretty quick. So we'll see what they want to do. Red mana, a flurry of removals. Oh, Gorilla Shaman. Opponent. That's no fun. And they're going to blow up our Seat of the Synod. Okay. That's not a huge deal. Ooh, man. Okay, sweet. We are in business. So I think I'm just going to journey this Gorilla Shaman. I know it sucks, but we're going to need this, Ancient Den for a minute. And we're going to risk the 1 damage we wouldn't get otherwise. So we'll attack the Court Homunculus 4/3. It was a very timely draw. We're going to need 2 mana this game, I think. You know, they might have another one. And we can pick this up with Skyfisher when we have to. They're going to Radiant Fountain. Yeah. Very different from last game. Happy to be on the play here. They're going to Prophetic Prism. Okay. I feel like they have a removal spell. Or is this Glinthawk? Glinthawk doesn't matter that much. Yeah. Of course, it does kind of suck that we are going to allow them to draw some extra cards, but it is what it is. So we're going to play Aethercast Knight here. And play Plains. And we'll probably attack with... just Court Homunculus. And pass turn. What do you think, opponent? I usually work on them all week, Mr. Redbird. So that's kind of the reason this series is as much work as it is. You know, I care a lot about putting out some decent content for you guys, making some decks that make sense and are fun. So I work on them pretty hard. Typically winning with only 3 lands out. Well, sweet, yeah. So you've been working on that a lot. Yeah, man. I don't want to give you guys no junk. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? All right. So opponent's gonna kill Lothar Rebirth. That kind of sucks. But we have a bunch of 1/3s, so it's not a huge issue. I'm pretty close to giving them back their Gorilla Shaman. So I think they're gonna trade a Kuldotha Rebirth with our Court Homunculus next turn. With Aura Fracture, yeah, that card's weird. Skyfisher, eh? Alright, so we'll attack with Court Homunculus, get a couple of pumps, see if they want to trade here. And then we'll play a couple Skyfishers. Yep. Pretty bizarre to see Glinthawk jump in front here. But it is what it is, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're going to take Thraben Inspector here because it's a bounce target. So instead of taking 2 of those, thank you for the follow, Mr. Redbird. Welcome to the Jank Bank. All right, so we're going to sign up blocks like this so that they can't bounce this for value. They do have a Prophetic Prism in hand, but I'd rather they have to use their mana to commit that next turn. So we'll set up blocks like that. Yep. Some stuff dies. And we're going to play a couple of Core Skyfishers. And these are pretty good with a Scattered Exalted trigger as well. Play our land for turn, and we are going to give ourselves a little bit of a tempo disadvantage, but we'll get to protect our Ancient Den from a potentially timely Gorilla Shaman. Built around Spike Shot Goblin. You know, I'm not really sure. I'm really not. So this is nice. Having the Knights here, attacking with a 4/5 Core Skyfisher every turn feels pretty alright, especially where we can leave one back to block their birds and stuff. Opponent has Metalcraft online, so they're probably going to Galvanic Blast one of these, I'd assume. They're going to play their own Skyfisher. Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. Pretty cool, though. I feel like it would be along the lines of Infect, you know? Like, just a ton of pump spells. Some wild stuff like that. Opponent's going to Boros Garrison back, Radiant Fountain, I think, I would assume. Not too bad. We got one quick game off them. Thanks for reminding me. I got to update the record there. So we got one quick game off them there. We're gonna see if we can't nab another one here. Land is definitely not what we wanted to see. We're gonna attack with our 4/3 Core Skyfisher. Some Exalted triggers, or a 4/5 Core Skyfisher. Oh yeah, and there's ways to untap it. True though. So our opponent goes to 9. We're still at 21. We have a decent board. We traded a Thraben Inspector and a Glinthawk for a Court Homunculus, but our opponent is drawing a lot of cards. So there's that. Skyfisher to pick up Journey to take out their Skyfisher wouldn't be bad here. Opponent's probably doing some pretty hard thinking as to what they want to remove themselves. Alright, let's see what's going to happen. Radiant Fountain, yep. We're not as fast as Stompy. We're probably not as resilient either. So kudos to Stompy for being a really rad, well thought out deck. Ichor Wellspring, okay, don't mind seeing that, really. It's just a redraw. They're taking their time now, which is a good thing for us. Glinthawk, okay, sure. So now they're going to have the opportunity. No, they actually can't even double block our pumped up Core Skyfisher. I guess they could Galvanic Blast it. They're probably going to try to get us to, or they're just going to do it now. Okay, cool. No worries about that. So they're going to try to trade off flyers by killing an Aethercast Knight. So now we're hoping we draw one of our cartouches. Thraben Inspector, that could still be a cartouche. Could even be a boat. So we'll play Thraben Inspector, get a redraw. And it's another Thraben Inspector, not the worst. And we are going to go to combat and attack with one of these, because if they want to trade off their Core Skyfisher, then we if they want to trade off their Core Skyfisher, we still get this other one to attack. We get to kill this 2/3, and the 2/3 is what matters most. So we will trade Skyfishers here and pass the turn. Thraben Inspectors to hopefully refill our hand. A cartouche would be sweet here. Yeah, Steal the Godhead's really cool. Haggadaya, going pretty good, going pretty good. This deck is, it's a little tough against Boros Monarch. I think this is one of our worst matchups. But yeah, it's fun so far. We had some pretty explosive draws. We kind of stole game 1 off them, which was pretty fun. And we'll see how this one goes. Certainly don't like seeing any more Core Skyfishers out of them cantripping constantly, but it is what it is. Nerd Ape has been pretty sweet, actually. So, like, getting Nerd Ape down on... We got 2 down on turn 2 with a Cloudfin Raptor, so we were representing 6 damage on turn 2. Or we could attack for 6 damage on turn 3, which is pretty nice. And that's not wholly uncommon for this deck, especially with a Cloudfin Raptor start and enough blue mana. Let's see if our opponent wants it to get aggressive yet. They do not. Seat of the Synods. We're going to crack a clue. Find a Thraben Inspector. We are fully on the Thraben Inspector draw. All right, and I think we might as well just draw now, seeing as how we went Hellbent. All right, so we can only trade a Sky. Yeah, we can trade a Skyfisher with another Skyfisher. Not a great trade, but this is the only thing that can kind of fight against our Sky Squad. So gonna get us to assign blocks. Funny. Yep. So we'll take out this Core Skyfisher, and now any Thraben Inspector can attack through this. So we just gotta hope all of this card advantage will not serve as our demise. Thraben Blade be blocking them goblins for days. Gonna finally kill this other Aethercast Knight. Okay, that doesn't really matter now. Sure. Trust me, none of our stuff costs enough for this to matter. Yep. We've already sacked all of our clues and things. A Skull and Yard up in here? Boom. No mystery is too difficult. Now, what would cost 5 mana in this deck? And that our opponent is at 11. Like, that's worth noting. It's kind of tough for us to go wide or like go around, especially where, you know, you get these goblins in the way and stuff. But sometimes just attacking with 1 Thraben Inspector a turn to trade off one of their creatures is hopefully enough, because they're screwing around playing a bunch of these cantripping artifacts and stuff that don't matter. So, yeah, let's find out. Glinthawk gets in. Okay, sure. I wouldn't mind finding another evasive threat myself, of course. Opponent going to leave up some clue cracking. All right, so we're going to take care of this Glinthawk now while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, they're going to blow up our land. That doesn't really matter. Yeah, so we'll take care of this Glinthawk because that's kind of their clock right now. We'll go to combat. We're going to swing with Thraben Inspector. It's a 2/3. It's a veritable boy. Maybe it'll trade with a couple of goblins. Why don't I play Electrickery? Good question, Ben. Land incoming. Yeah, Gunner's Dream. That's how I do it, man. That's how we do it up in here. Don't mind that one bit. Yeah, some goblins get on the blocks on the Thraben Inspector. So we're going to pop Thraben Inspector out front like this. For whatever that's worth. Get rid of an extra toughness in the process. So trade a couple Thraben Inspectors. Now, this is it. This is why I think Boros Monarch is, or Boros whatever, is a bad matchup, because they can grind pretty good. And while we're trying to grind a little bit, we can't really core Skyfisher picking up a Prophetic Prism grind. They got 2 clues here as well. So, yeah, I guess we're going to find out. Part of me kind of feels like this is over, but I don't hear any fat ladies singing, so we're going to go for it. I feel like it. I feel like we're getting close. I think it's because, okay, they got their Battle Screech, so that's probably going to kind of spell our demise here. I think it's because they don't play the Monarch and they play Kuldotha Rebirth instead. And try to be a little bit faster, which probably actually makes this a little bit of a better matchup for us, but currently things aren't going perfectly. Almost the most awkward Gearsmith Prodigy ever. Yeah, and I think trading off with their creatures is about as much as we can hope for here. And the nerd. Yeah, it kind of does, hey, like Boros tokens. So our opponent will not block. They'll go to 9. I feel like we gotta rally the peasants incoming here. Nerd. This could be a bird. There could be a bird here. All right, our opponent is going to swing with the team, and like I said, they've got 6 mana, and more than likely a Rally the Peasants coming our way. So let's see. Rally the Peasants, FT dub. And there it goes. All right, we're dead. All right, we won the die roll. Let's steal another one, gang. This is another pretty fast start. So we're gonna go Lotus Petal, Cloudfin Raptor, Vault Scourge. We'll keep AMP Wednesday Karaoke. Oh, was it all mono red? I was messing around with some really cool decks. That was my favorite part about it, is that it was just like, it was just all very interesting. Like you could, the pool was enormous. Like there was a bunch of janky rares and mythics you could play with. Like our opponent's going to be like, what is it? Turn 1 Lotus Petal Cloudfin Raptor? Like, where am I? Turn 1 Lotus Petal Cloudfin Raptor. Oh my god, PJMC Snooty is not giving up their top of the bit supremacy. Thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. Bits for the wicked start. All right, let's hope our opponent can't kill our stuff. Evolving Wilds isn't going to do it. Sweet. I wish I had Masterpiece Petals. That's a wicked draw. Okay, so we're going to cartouche up our Vault Scourge, and we'll play a Tranquil Cove and attack for a good little amount. We'll see if our opponent wants to daze this. If this is some kind of Scred Delver variant. I think it's cool. I think it's interesting and fun. Like, we are attacking for 3 on turn 2, 2 of which has lifelink. Demonic Rising. Can you what did that do? Like, we link the combo? It might be Lazu Delver. I couldn't think of a better name, okay? If there's one thing, it's weird. Like, I started trying to think of really interesting names for all the decks, and then I gave up because I had to fit the names on a thumbnail, and now I can just put whatever on a thumbnail. So I've tried to think of interesting names again, but yeah, Lazu Delver was kind of a fail. I wanted to stand out because it's not Scred Delver. It's distinctly not Scred Delver, and I wanted people to know that. All right, opponent. Oh, they're just passing. Okay. Alrighty then. So we're gonna play out Ethercast Knight. Maybe we don't play out Ethercast Knight. Thanks, Mr. Redbird. Yeah, and it's an exercise for me as well. My big thing was accountability. I'm gonna attack with everything here, so I'm not gonna play Ethercast Knight until post combat. It was a big accountability thing for me. I'm gonna miss out on 1 damage, but we'll see if they want to. They're gonna Shadow Rift the Warrior token. Okay, I see how it is. So we're gonna play out. Maybe play out Core Skyfisher here then. If this is gonna be Tribe, then yeah, let's play out Skyfisher because we'd really like to beat them quick. So we'll play out Skyfisher, pick up Tranquil Cove. Gaining life also kind of hurts them. Evolve the bird. Yeah, so we missed out on a point of damage there, just so that I wanted to see what our opponent was up to. I didn't want them to like counter a creature spell or anything. I thought maybe they would interact with us. It is. It's a great bit of experience, and I learned by like watching the metagame and things like that, and I find that really enjoyable as well, that whole process. So that's sweet. Our opponent's digging for their white mana, but it might be too late by the time they find it. They're already at 13, and we can threaten the first tribe. And I say that in the loosest way possible. Odd that they didn't fetch white with this, so maybe they do have their white mana, and they're just waiting for an opportunity to protect their tribe. So we'll go to combat and attack. No evolve this time. And we'll play out Ethercast Knight. Or actually, I think I'm going to play a Vault Scourge, because they might have... they're going to Brainstorm. They might have an Augur of Bolas to get in the way. Going to Brainstorm following first strike damage is pretty interesting. When I first getting into Magic, I played an FNM with a 5-color deck featuring all the cards I thought were good. I got killed by a 16-17 Cloudfin Raptor. What? I think a lot of people... Opponent's play is not very tight. No. I mean, I can't be out here, glass houses and all that, but... Let's see if we got them. I mean, they can't kill us next turn, so... Lag? Am I lagging? Oh, what's going on here? Sorry about that, guys. I think my internet had a little bit of an issue there. We back? Is everybody here? Are we all okay? All right, that was weird. I think that was just my internet, I think. Not as spotless here as it is in my old spot. But know that I know, and that I don't want it to be that way. The combo of my old Demonic Rising deck was this. It just hiccuped a little bit. It made me nervous, though. All right, so I think we might be able to steal one here. Yeah, just a little hiccup. Okay, cool. We might be able to steal this one here. I don't really see how our opponent can fight their way out of it, because we're representing 6 evasive damage this turn. So let's just go to combat and swing. Maybe we got it. Unless they have like Dawn Charm or something stupid like that. Imagine. Dawn Charm. All right, opponent. You can do it. You just got to press that F2, 2, W. Whatever button you're most comfortable with, opponent. You just go ahead. You just jam it for me, friend. There you go. Let me get in with my Cloud Fins. And my Vault Scourges and stuff. Alright, they're going to Dizzy Spell the Vault Scourge. That's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got him? Got him. First strike damage goes through, and we win. It's still a win because they're playing Dawn Charm. Or yeah, or Holy Day. They could have had like a Fog or something like that. Okay, so Tireless Tribe, we're going to bring in Standard Bearers. We're going to bring in Relics. We're going to bring in Celestial Flares. And we're going to go down probably our like slower cards. So we're going to go down Thraben Inspectors. And this might be too much, actually. Flares might be overdoing it. So I'm going to take the Flares back out. Because we have Journeys, so if we're really going to be trying to remove it, we're going to want to do it with this. And we're going to have to make one more cut. I don't really know what else comes out. Oh, man. I should turn MTGBot's anti-spam off. I feel like it's holding you guys down. What's up, Cardboard Nomad? You win the clock. Yeah. Totally. So is this even like Vapor Snags maybe, right? Maybe like Vapor Snags over, like bring one Vapor Snag over a Standard Bearer. You can see that maybe. Standard Bearer is pretty good against this deck though. And it's a creature. For, oh, that's true actually. Vapor Snag might be better than Relic here. It's for their, miscalculation or whatever. Yeah, maybe, I think you're right, Proteus. I think we just go up, we'll go down a Journey, we'll go up a couple of Vapor Snags, and hopefully we can just kill it. We draw into Journeys or we draw into Standard Bearers and we win that way. I think I'm okay with that, actually. I think I like that plan a little bit better. Without Relics, we're a little less likely to force through a Journey to Nowhere, but we're only really worried about the early game tribes because we'll hopefully draw into a Standard Bearer or something. I might even go down one Journey to pick up another Thraben Inspector because we don't run a ton of mana. And we'll go like this. Yeah, thanks for the heads up there, Proteus. I think you're right. All right, guys. Stealing games. Making fame. Well, we have our sideboard. With a Lotus Petal, I'd think about it, but no Lotus Petal, so... I don't know, guys. Oh, guys. It can't, huh? What if what if I draw a Lotus Petal? You know, I get a Scry. Ben, I just want to keep it, dude. Like, why? Come on. Okay, so let's say we draw Lotus Petal. We can go Leonin Squire, Lotus Petal, Cartouche of Solidarity. Do it. Okay, all right. Resounding not keeps, but I think I really wish I knew what the top card of my deck was because I feel like there's a lot of argument to be made here. Hey, Gray Synapse. All right. This isn't so bad. So I'll keep Cloudwind Raptor on top for sure. And we'll give it up to our opponent. Fine. Fine, you guys. You won. I almost did. Yeah, I had a Scry. I wish I would have known what the top of my deck was. I know that's like unfair or whatever, but... So let's see what they do with their Ponder. Maybe they find a tribe, give us a reason to hold up this Vapor Snag. No, I guess they have to resolve it, so it doesn't matter. Imagine Lotus Petal Tribe. Rip. So we're going to commit a couple threats, and then we'll be able to leave up our Vapor Snag next turn. Which is nice. Nice. We win in a few enough turns that, like, a Vapor Snag just faltering an Augur of Bolas. Like, this is one of those decks where you don't feel as bad returning Augur of Bolas, Thraben Inspector, like, even Muldrifter too. Like, I killed somebody by Vapor Snagging a Muldrifter back to their hand. Whoa, thank you for the sub, Ben! Come on, get in here. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks, Type 1. How you been, anyway? How are we going to commit multiple threats, you ask? Let me show you. Thank you, Type 1. I hope you're well. I really do. Oh! tech. Opponent wiling over there. First gift sub on the channel. Yeah, wow. Right on. It was, too. I appreciate that, guys. I really do. Ooh, our opponent's missing land drops, though. Oh. How about we go? How about we go and we go fast? I feel like the lag has been kind of trying to fake me out a little bit tonight. Oh, feels... They're going to Shadow Rift Cortomunculus, trying to hit their land drop. Okay. You trusted your gut and it was shot. Do you guys ever listen to the band Naked City? You ever hear those guys? So Lotus Petal, basically Lotus Petal is like its own test for me. Like it's centered around Lotus Petal Leonin Squire. So if you have a look at Leonin Squire, basically it's a... yeah, on my turn. It's gotta be good news for me, right? Hey, Pappy, what's up? And now we're hitting probably more land drops than we'd like to. But we're attacking for 4 a bunch, which can't be the worst, right? And we got Vapor Snag backup. We don't have backup to any number of miscalculations or whatever. So yeah, so basically we're trying to... Pauper Nerd, how you doing tonight, Fluffy Wolf? How you been? How was ball busting last night? You get some lightnings down? I believe, do you guys remember that? There was like tier 1 fun, I think they call themselves. You should gush, opponent. Gush, man. Just gush. Might as well gush. No, go ahead and gush. Let my name gush. Might as well. That felt really good. Ran into 3 bridge decks. Oh, come on. That sucks. There's nothing else they could like cast an Insight Out on one of these, I guess. I imagine a cantrip's coming. You get some sick tech for this match. Sing Van Halen songs at my opponent until they're so demoralized that they scoop. Yeah, we had him. We had him on the gush. They could have like Inside Outed one of these, but I should be tested for ESV. Whatever it takes. I think as soon as we round the corner on jump and move into B-side hits, such as Ain't Talking About Love, I think we'll probably get tired of the Van Halen stream. Come on, Cartouche. Cartouche off the top. Let's turn this clock up. Hey, Type 1, how's it going? How's it going? I know you've been hanging out a bit. How you been? Glad to see you. Glad to see this Dispel go as well. And more lands, because my deck is my favorite. My deck is the nicest. But I do run a lot of lands. More lands than most people do. Yeah, half the time the blocking doesn't matter a whole lot, but... Oh, yeah, they can just give your creature shadow. Taste it. I'm fully committed to the Doritos lifestyle. I was fully committed to the Doritos lifestyle. Now that I no longer am, and I know... You only got one more of these, opponent. Hey, what's going on here? Opponent is obviously is a massive Van Halen fan, and they heard my performance, were so roused by it. They were like infinitely roused by my Van Halen performance, and they couldn't stand to take a game off me. Even though I'm gonna like, gosh darn it, Windows. I should have done that last night. I'm sorry. They can't stand to take a game off me, so they're just gonna let me have it, I think. All right, play Cortomunculus, go to combat, swing for 4, and we got them proverbially up against it. They're like mono blue tribe incoming. That's true. It's a pretty interesting, like... Hey, Matt, thanks for the sub again, man. Thank you so much. We've been hanging out for a little bit, hey? Holy crap. You guys. Type 1, I love you. Like, can I take you out to brunch sometime? How do you feel about hollandaise sauce? So is it like tribe and then GG's? Oh, they're going to do the old dizzy spell trick, huh? Thank you so much. All right, sounds good. Blitz no longer runs Rift, it's true. Yeah, let's go to combat, I guess. Hopefully we win. Here it comes, guys. They're gonna get us with the Dawn Charm. You never thought it'd be Dawn Charm, but it was a bamboozle. Ooh, okay, well, this is pretty spicy right here. Shazam! Got him. Opponent having a look. They're gonna try to daze off this plains. Bad news for you, man. The spice is unbelievably real. There we go. Confirmed tier 1. Thank you, pair. Thank you very much for the games. I was pretty lucky there. Not too bad. Yes, TMJ. Didn't we hang out for a sim stream before? All right, they're going to gut shot me. Sure. I'm pretty sure we did. What's up, Shades? How you doing? Maybe DC have finally learned how to lighten up. Who's DC? Like, comics? We got 'em. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think I do keep this. So I think I'm going to go land, Court Homunculus, Lotus Petal, Vault Scourge. I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's what we want to do this time. We might just want to go land, Court Homunculus. You've beaten me before. Unstoppable YouTube personality. Yeah, unstoppable. I'm loving it. Okay, cool. So Andy? So we're gonna keep this. It looks good. We're on the draw. We're gonna see what they're on. Turn 1 Bajuka Bog, so we want to go so fast. Yeah, that's pretty good. So we don't. Ooh. Let's go. Okay, so Lotus Petal. Crack Lotus Petal for white. Tap this. Play Leonin Squire. Get back Lotus Petal. Get back Lotus Petal. Play Lotus Petal. Crack Lotus Petal for white. Play Court Homunculus. Pass the turn. What do you got for me, opponent? 1 plains and a dream. I feel like they have spot removal, so I don't want to just like cartouche up something here. Type 1, thank you for the bits, man. Yeah, Cleed, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I've worried about the laugh, honestly. Personally, I really have. All right, our opponent passes it back to us. We're going to play Vault Scourge and attack for 4. Thanks. All right, go to combat, attack for 4. It looks like our opponent's on mono black control. You guys are fighting for those spots. This couldn't have gone better for me, really. Oh man, what is this? Yeah, I don't know. They had a Night's Whisper going. We're looking at something weird here. These colors are pretty okay at gaining life. That's true. But if they had Doomblade, pretty raw deal on the Doomblade. I'm gonna deadweight Leonin Squire. Okay, Disfigure looks pretty bad here. They're just gonna play Fume Spitter. All right, that's not great. So we draw 3 of an Inspector, but we're just going to cartouche up our Homunculus. Go to combat. I think it might be Morbid. Yeah, it could be green-black Morbid. Go to combat and swing. See if they want to trade in their Fume Spitter, but I doubt they do. I think they're going to go for like a Tragic Slip kind of thing here. We're unfortunately not drawing super well. We're drawing a bunch of stuff and no mana, but it is what it is. So we'll pass it back to hashtag bad boy swag. Arguably my favorite username that I've ever played against. Tough to say though, really. Yep. Opponent grows their board pretty good. Mr. Redford, thank you. Guys, oh my goodness. I'm smitten right now. Thank you. Seriously, this is amazing. Thanks. the support is nuts. Thank you. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Big train. Woo! Green Black Morbid Monarch Pestilence Tortex? Definitely. Here they come. All of those cards this turn. The race is on. Oh, shades. Matt's grinding hard for those bits, man. So this is really awkward. So when you draw a Cloudfin Raptor like this, I didn't have Cloudfin Raptor in the build for a long time, but it enables some pretty spicy draws, so I decided to put it back in just to see what would happen. We are dead meat. We have to Journey to Nowhere this right now, or it's pretty much over. So we'll play a 2/2 and pass the turn, but we got to draw land, man. We got to draw land real bad. Man, you guys! What's going on? Thank you. I seriously can't thank you enough. Wow. The support is unreal. Like, I'm feeling this in my heart, guys. Yikes. Oh. Whew. So I think they're going to sack the Spion and play Wake Dancer. And then we'll see what else they got. Yeah, there's Wake Dancer. And we finally draw another land. So we'll play land. We will journey up their Penumbra Spider, and that's going to let us attack with his Court Homunculus. Even though we probably don't want to. So we'll get this. Maybe... yeah, I think I do trade with one of their creatures. They are trying to win with creature damage. So this'll slow them down a bit. I'm going to be eating gold grills. Yeah, man. Is that what you guys want? If you really want gold grills, I've been listening to a lot of hip hop. I'm fully emotionally prepared to do that for you guys. So they swing with everything. They're probably hoping something dies so that they can tragic slip something. I don't know. But this turned out pretty badly for us. They had a few key removal spells when we couldn't handle it. And is this Emissary of Trest? Is this actually Morbid Monarch Pestilence Tortex? There's a bits button, so in chat, like right beside your send a message box, there's a little diamond looking bad boy right in there, and that's how you do it. You need to run Morbid Monarch Pestilence Tortex Delver Stompy Blitz Affinity through a league. Yeah, I think it's about time we actually did that. Granted, most of my Possibly Pauper Playable decks have such a disjointed plan that it's really not that unrealistic that it could happen someday. Alright, flooding out admirably. Let's see if we hit some blue mana. Although maybe we don't even want to show it to our opponent. How dead are we here? Once it had a result. Which deck? Oh, that deck? Does be... No, man, you got a 5-0 league, you know? You got to really, like, get up into contention, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so we are going to do our... What? Terry! You don't have to do that, man. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Holy crap. Dude. I don't know if you... thank you very much for the follow. Hagadia. Guys, this is nuts. I can't keep up with you guys. You're all amazing. Thank you. So I don't think we want to kill Wake Dancer. I think we want to kill the zombie because we have to. And then we're probably actually going to trade with this. We're going to Cloudfin Raptor and Thraben Inspector to give us a couple more chump blockers next turn. We're going to go to 2. So there's a lot of ways this could go badly. Yeah, you can grind. You can grind for them. I know you guys are grinders. I got my frugal pauper players up in here with me. You guys know how to grind. Oh, another Wake Dancer. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay, so we'll draw for turn. See what we find. And a Cartouche. Does that do it? Like we could play Cloudfin Raptor, Cartouche, Thraben Inspector, and then we're dead to removal spell. I think that's too much tech to show them. All they need is a removal spell, and they're representing one pretty hard. And we're chump blocking with everything, except what we put Cartouche on. And then we're chump blocking with everything. On the Germ Daddy? Yeah, I think we're pretty dead. I don't know how much information is really... Yeah, whatever. How valuable is information to them, really? So we'll play out Cloudfin Raptor. Play a land. We will play Thraben Inspector. See what they're going to do. If they show us a removal spell, that'll be it. But they've seen most of these cards already, so it's not a huge loss in information. And is that a removal spell? So that'll be it. All right, cool. Opponent saving themselves some time. All right, Morbid. So I don't. This isn't. Well, they have Gurmag Anglers, so Relic is probably in, and that actually might be it. We don't have a lot of tech for these guys. Evasion's going to be huge. They do have some blowout potential against the cartouches, so I think I can lose one cartouche. We need those journeys like there's no tomorrow. Guys, oh my goodness. Oh my god. I don't even know. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Seriously. Thank you. Whoa. Like, holy crap. What? Guys. I'm freaking out. I really am freaking out. Oh my god. This is how bad we want you to have Masterpiece Lotus Petals. Oh my god, guys. You're all amazing. Thank you all so much. I'm glad you know I love you. It'd be oh god. Yeah. Oh. I think Vapor Snagging What? Fluffy Wolf? You too? Yeah, so we want Journeys. It's kind of a toss-up between Relic and Vapor Snags, but I think I'm going to keep Relics to try to control their graveyard so that they can't get a Gurmag Angler down before it matters, but I think a Vapor Snag could actually matter against a Penumbra Spider. Hopefully Journey will do the trick, but they're going to have a lot of really good enchantment removals too. No way! Oh no, there's not a chance. Man, Seth is a figurehead. One of the best. Really. Yeah, so I don't see us attacking through their board that much, and they have like Tragic Slips and stuff like that, so I'm going to cut the cartouches, going to bring some stuff in to fight their big creatures, and that's pretty much what we got to do. Hopefully we can get a little off the ground a little bit. Oh, I should have a Nightbot thing for bits. It honestly wasn't a big thing until tonight. Like, we're... You know what, guys? Like, I like doing this anyway. Like, I'd probably just be playing Skyrim through for the 200th time by myself in my underpants, and like, that's exactly as sad as it sounds. We would love to play first. Yeah, I guess so. All right, well, we got a good start, so we will keep. And I think we're actually just gonna go turn 1 Cloudfin Raptor here. As awkward as that is, that's what we're gonna do. And our opponent's on a Mulda 6, so I'm pretty happy. It's some people's happy place. I'm not trying to bring you guys down for doing that. And you should play Skyrim for the 200th time in your underpants. Like, I fully support that and want to see you live that dream out. However, when I'm doing it, you gotta feel a little awkward for everyone involved. The underpants are uncomfortable. Oh, bummer. Super glad to have found white mana here for sure. So we're gonna sack this for white, tap, and island to Leonin Squire. I guess it's not a big deal. We're gonna grow this once. Yeah, no, we're gonna commit as many creatures to the board as possible. We gotta go super fast, and it really does commit the same amount of power to the board on the same turn. So we'll play out our Lotus Petal again. We will go to attack for 1. I think even just not doing this on turn 1, like not playing this and this on turn 1 was probably too slow. But we want this down as early as possible so that if we hit our Knights and our Skyfishers, we'll still have a chance to get there. So we'll play out Thraben Inspector, get a clue, play a land, pass the turn, Journey to Nowhere up, Whelp. The Whelp emote for when I was getting fire blasted all the time. Yeah, guys, I really can't tell you how much the resounding support means to me. Seriously, like beyond real for me here. I'm gonna wait till after combat to do this. I can't now. Well, awkward. Doing it anyway. See what we draw. Island. Hopefully we don't just start flooding out here. I would like to not flood out. That's the whoops, our opponent had the fire blast emote. All right, let's see what our opponent wants to do. Echoing Decays the Cloudfin, sure. Takes 3, and we got a couple of journeys to answer their first couple of bad boys, so I'm okay with that. I have probably the cheapest ones. The bit thing wasn't a thing until tonight, guys, okay? Like, I'm pretty low to the ground. I'm a lean operation, you see. Like, I can justify it financially. It was like very lean. That's what we call it, lean. Like the rapper Young Lean. And should we rip Young Lean? Is that something to think about? Oh my god, type 1, man. Wow. Wow. Oh. Oh. Kind of a waterfall railroad roller coaster ride of emotions right now. Okay. Cloudfin Raptor. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. You know I love you, man. You know I love you. Hit me up anytime. Let's go get brunch. I know, it's insane. It's abso-friggin-lutely insane. Never could have dreamed. Okay, well, Tragic Slip that. And Tragic Slip this. I don't mind Tragic Slip this. Wake Dancer. Okay. Not like a huge issue. Core Skyfisher would obviously be pretty sweet. And just another land. Cool. So we'll Journey the Wake Dancer. We're still going to attack. Beatdowns abound. Make it a nice round 3. That was Shades, not me, alright? That was Shades. What if I just never play what if I never play a Lotus Petal deck again? I probably will. I really like Lotus Petal. I probably shouldn't, but I do really like Lotus Petal. Bajuka Bog will take care of our graveyard. Yep. 1 card in hand to our opponent's 4. Things are going to get awkward. Penumbra Spider, we got the Journey for that, so that's good. Opponent has 3 cards in hand. All right, well, that's a start. So we will Journey. I'm going to hear about tapping the double color land here real quick. Journey Penumbra Spider. Play Aethercast Knight. And attack for 2. You might as well play 1-land Spy, too. Well, the thing is like, I have the majority of the staples, so, like, 1-land Spy wouldn't even be that bad. Man, I'm loving the Rainbow Kappa. The Rainbow Craigasm. Like, that is sweet. For the playset. Woof. Alright, our opponent's got it all. Our opponent's got the Angler. Oh, thank you so much, guys. And Plagued Ruscula. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. So we're going to have to find a Core Skyfisher to give them back one of these creatures so that we can attack through this Angler. But they're in an awkward position for attacking through us, too, so we're alright. I'll get you, man. I'll get you. You have to spend a lot of time soloing the deck to figure it out. 1-land Spy, yeah, I bet. But I kind of like enjoy this, too. Guy Geyerson, I got you, man. The list we're playing against or my list? Got a deck list right here and a deck tech, so you can check those out. Hit it up. Our opponent's board, increasingly awkward. Yup. They're going to attack with the Germ Daddy. No Germ Daddy attacks. All right. Maybe we stand a chance here, guys. Maybe we do. More creatures? More creatures wouldn't be good. Silkweaver Elite. I love this tech, man. I really do. Poor man's Black Lotus. Pauper Mox. The unfortunate thing about it is that, man, this Vault Scourge is actually an awesome draw, especially if they don't have removal for it. We might be able to do this, gang. So we'll play Vault Scourge. Pass the turn. We got him dead in 3 turns. So, like, we've seen Tragic Slip and Echoing Decay. We'll see how much more removal they find for it. Oh, they can just kill it with this. Dang it! And I feel like that's what's coming. It sucks that their Silkweaver already replaced itself. Yeah, you're right. You're right, though. Alright, so Germ Daddy's going to get in. We're going to take 5. I like, as unadvisable as it is, we want them to have to sacrifice parts of their board to get rid of this Vault Scourge, so we'll, oh, I guess they don't have to. Okay. Well, oh, dang. This deck's pretty cool. They're pretty sweet mid-range deck. Well, I think we're dead. That's what I get for running 18 lands in the aggro deck, but I really don't like being mana screwed. Play sets of Petals, Ornithopters, and Solemn Simulacrum? Man, I've never gotten to play... No, I shouldn't have Journeyed the Wake... Well, I don't know, man. So Wake Dancer was getting in the way. And if they didn't... So the curve out was... They had Wake Dancer and Zombie on board. So if they didn't have, like, exactly Gurmag Angler as the follow-up, then I really don't think it's that bad of a play. I can definitely stand behind it for the moment. But Flooding Out, 200% not the play. Do I regret it in hindsight? A little bit, but, you know, it is what it is. All right, pass turn. And I'm going to update the game record while I'm thinking about it real quick. And match record. Whoops. Thank you so much, Type 1. Thank you. Thank you. I seriously cannot express my gratitude enough. Thank you. Is touted as Delver Killer. Wow. I guess so. Like Ruskala and... All right, so I'm going to block like this, and we'll take 5. They're not going to pump. Okay. Probably should have blocked with 2. Definitely should have blocked with 2. Ooh, that's getting them. Thanks again, Type 1. Have a good night, man. Thank you. Yep. Sure. I don't see this turning around for us, gang. We're at 4. We've got no blockers, and we draw another land. All right, cool. Good games. Hashtag bad boy swag. Match 4, and we're up against Seymour. All right, let's go all steamed hams on Seymour's butt, all right? You guys got me? Steamed hams. One time. Let's do it. We'll keep. This is a good hand. Let's get them. How many times am I going to say, those don't smell like steamed hams? Hey, thanks, Matt. I'll see you soon, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it again. Really, really appreciate it. Oh, the steamed ham bits, man. It's good. That's a good one. So not as explosive as I'd like to be. I like it to be, obviously. We'll see what our opponent's on. Some kind of control deck. We might run out Cartouche or something to get the beats going. Yeah, all right. So we're going to want to basically get rid of all of these 1-drops before they become bad. So we're going to play an Ancient Den. So actually, Thraben Inspector might be the play as we're trying to like trade off resources with our opponent. I think. Or maybe just another 2/2. Cartouche is pretty good. This is hard. And I have to do it now because I have to commit Cartouche before I do anything else. Another white source would be awesome. No. Oh yeah, because I could have gone Cartouche and then another white spell here. Yeah, that's true. True dat, though. I believe you. I think I'm just going to commit another whole creature. I feel like we can get Cartouches down later, and having 2/2s should be good enough. All right, go to combat. What spiked? Court Homunculus? I don't spike cards. That ain't me, gang. All right, so Delver, they're gonna flip. I think they're on a mulligan, so likely. Mulligan, no Delver flip. Oh, that is good. That's just good, clean eating right there. Oh, the Morbid deck. Okay, another Delver. That's awesome. So they're not gonna have 2 blue mana up to interact with our... Oh, it's... I don't know what this is. Probably Blitz, actually. So... Awkwardness intensifies. That's a pretty good draw. So we'll play land. We will play... we are going to play Aethercast Knight anyway. Yeah, we're going to attack with both anyway, and play Aethercast Knight, so I think I'm just going to attack with both. If our opponent trades with 1, we can get the Aethercast Knight down. Oh, he just did deck tech and played it. Oh, okay, cool. Right. Seth spikes cards. That's Seth's thing. Imagine. There was one time after Cascade Aggro came down, you know that that spell, Violent Outburst, you know that spiked about 5 cents. We got him. Yeah, me too. I wonder what their all their logic was behind it. So Aethercast Knight's okay here because I think it makes the removal magic worse. Having 1 white mana on board is not great. Considering. Don't flip. Yes. I like Cascade Aggro a lot. That deck was a lot of fun. I mean, I 5-0'd with it, so I can't complain. Oh, yeah, no, that would be a good reference. Just go on to MTG Goldfish, find out who brewed the deck. All right, our opponent's just going to pass. Journey, eh? We're going to go to combat first, see if our opponent wants to get fancy with anything. I'm probably still going to play Cartouche here, so this is kind of awkward. Huh. Okay, so no blocks still. They're going to go to 9. And I'm just going to keep trying to commit stuff. I feel like there is a counterspell coming. But Thraben Inspector fights counterspells really well. We got to draw some more white mana someday. No 2-drops to play that matter. I guess if I was expecting Spellstutter Sprite, I could like Journey one of these, but I just don't think that's the play. So I'm going to Cartouche up our Ethereum or Aethercast Knight, try to get it at bolt range. See what our opponent has to say about that. I'm assuming there's counter magic coming here. Ooh, they let it go. All right. Well, that's good news for us, so we'll just pass. They're at 9. Or bolt if you're a normie. Oh, I hope that's actually a meme. Okay. Our opponent's going to cycle an Ash Barrens on our end step to get an island. They're flooding out a bit. They got a couple Delvers. Blue-black Delver it is. All right, we got a Journey for the Angler. Brainstorm? Just more lands. Okay. So our opponent has 2 lands in hand. 2 lands and an unknown. Of which there was not counter magic. All right, flips Delver on a Ponder. That's a pretty good one, especially with that much mana. Flips Delver on a Ponder. All right, opponent. So there's one of the lands. So their hand is land 2 unknowns. And we'll see what they got. 2 Delvers. Do they shuffle off this Ponder? They did shuffle. Okay. All right, guys. Gonna attack. No attacks. Beautiful. All right, white mana. Dang it. So that's pretty awkward. I think I'm going to Journey one of these Delvers. I'm going to try to Journey one of these Delvers. It's not a big deal if this resolves, and if they have less counter magic in their hand for these cartouches, then whatever. And if they block this Court Homunculus, then all the better. I don't know that they will, but all the better. And we'll have more cartouches for later. They're going to Gutshot that. Okay. 1 card in hand. I believe it's a land. So land in hand for our opponent, a couple of Delvers. And are they going to trade with our 2-drops? All right, sweet. So we can get this back with Leonin Squire next turn, which is a nice little value play. They're going to take 2 down to 5. And yeah, we're off to the races. 1 card in our opponent's hand. Oh, Sakura. That sounds really familiar. I'm pretty sure... Oh, no, that was Matra. That did really well with the tokens build. All right, 2 cards in our opponent's hand. We have seen that. Let's see if they have more counter magic. All right, so it's not even really a disaster if they do have counter magic. This turn's going to be Leonin Squire Gearsmith Prodigy, so I'm going to go to combat first. See if they want to tap some of their mana. Or Exhume. Oh, this could be blue-black Exhume. That's a good point. Yeah, you're right. Having the Delver blocks there definitely kind of speak to that. I probably should have tried a Gearsmith Prodigy first. Yeah, opponent's going to crack. See what this is. Just an island, okay. Leonin Squire comes in, gets back Court Homunculus. We play Gearsmith Prodigy and pass turn. Do we get him? Do we get him? I'd love to play this deck. I passed up the opportunity for a Knight of Net Benefits once, and I'm kind of regretting it to this day. We got him. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we're 50-50 win percentage here. All right, so relics are going to come in. That is a really good good point on the Thought Scour. We definitely don't want to be the slow deck here though. So I don't know if both of these journeys come out now for the Celestial Flares. We keep the relics. Cartouche is probably a lot better because they got like Delvers and stuff like that, and they've got Edicts and stuff like that. So I don't know. It might be these. Yeah. So I'm gonna take the journeys out. We got 2 Celestial Flares, 2 relics. Let's hope they get us there. Man, so it's funny. I found, and I was really proud and happy. I found a source for small Japanese tournaments. I try to Heat Death Infinity Spider. Oh my god, that's a sick username. We're gonna keep this. This is a pretty good hand. Yeah, so I try to brew them as often as possible. Of course, that has its disadvantages. So we're gonna play Cloudfin Raptor. Next turn, we're gonna try to go Gearsmith Prodigy, Cartouche of Solidarity on Cloudfin Raptor, and yeah, we'll get moving. They're gonna flip Delver straight away off a Gush. Opponent, that's no fun. No fun, opponent. Oh, I would like to try a Vampire Neonate. I kind of forget about that. Yeah, Flare looks awkward, but hopefully we draw white mana before it's important. Maybe we won't. I think actually next turn might be Ethercast Knight, because then Gearsmith Prodigy can still grow this. And at that point, Cartouche becomes better. But we're not going to have a lot of opportunities to Cartouche anyway. So we're going to Ancient Den, and now they have... we're choked on white mana again. Definitely awkward. So we'll play Ethercast Knight, and go to combat and swing for 2. And now our Gearsmith Prodigy still grow our Cloudfin Raptors, and we can go Core Skyfisher, pick up the blue mana and Gearsmith Prodigy, or Skyfisher, pick up white mana Cartouche, depending on what we have to be doing. If this gets removed, it's there's an argument for committing a Cartouche instead. But yeah, Flare does look a little bit awkward here. I agree. It can be a decent card. I think our opponent's stuck on 1 mana, which is pretty good news for us. They're going to Ponder. See you, Ben. Thanks so much, man. Oh, enjoy your dinner. Hope you're having something delicious. Nothing like it. Nothing like a little bit of delicious grub. All right. Cool. Or match 4 now, so... No, I'm just kidding. Enjoy your dinner. Don't let me stop you from enjoying yourself. They don't shuffle, so they found their land drop. Okay. Let's see what they can do. No black mana yet. That's good news for us. Especially if we can sneak a Skyfisher through next turn. All right, so in comes the Delver. Maybe not. Yep, in comes Delver. Okay. Okie dokie, artichoke. And yeah, so I think next turn is actually going to be Skyfisher, Prodigy, or Skyfisher. Yeah, let's see if we draw. Let's see what we draw. Another Knight. Colossal Dreadmaw. But the new one. I wonder if they have Daze. This feels like a Daze deck. I guess it's not the end of the entire universe if they Daze this Core Skyfisher. I'd really rather they didn't. And I actually think I might pick up white mana, play Cartouche here. Especially where they don't have black mana to interact with it. So we'll pick up white mana, replay white mana, Cartouche up our Cloudfin Raptor. More damage this turn is good news for us. You get a token to soak up an Edict if one's coming, go to combat, and swing with Cloudfin Raptor. Oh, Vapor Snag, Brainstorm. All right. They didn't shuffle off a Ponder, so that's a little bizarre. Maybe there's a fetch land coming. M19 Llanowar Elves incoming. You're right, though. It's about time we highlighted Llanowar Elves and all the amazing things they've done for the format over the years. Can't say anything. I couldn't be more positive about them. I don't know if we trade with this Delver or not. I don't think we do. I think attacking for 2 against a black deck is probably just more relevant. So we'll attack for 4 in the air, and our clock has vertibly surpassed our opponents. So let's hope they can't bounce back. 2 islands is kind of where blue decks start kicking off. 2 nice looking islands too. Not matchy, but nice. 3 islands, probably not what our opponent wants to see. Maybe it is. I don't know. Who knows? Go like some kind of cryptic. More cantrips, I assume. Yep. See where they scry with this. They should have reprinted Findorn Elves. Terry, man. Terry getting them. Savage Daggers, Terry. Got him. All right, here comes Preordain. Let's see how our opponent scries. Slowly. 1 card on bottom, 1 card on top. Okay. 14 to 14 here. Scatter a bit of damage on board for us. They're just going to pass. Okay. Either cast Knight, you say. Well, I think that's going to get countered. So we're going to go to combat. We're going to attack with everything. And our opponent's on 14. We want our clock to be banana sandwich. Help the modern guy. Cryptic for Pauper? Yeah, no, there is none. Repeal? Yeah, okay. That kind of sucks. But we're going to get him for some damage, I think. Are they going to trade here? Trade here? Especially where we're kind of choked on mana. They're still going to take 2. They're down to 12. They lose their Delver. Doesn't seem like they've got a lot else going on. So we'll play out an Aethercast Knight that's going to help us attack through whatever it is they plan on doing next turn. And we're hoping to draw a little bit of mana. We're getting a little choked off here. Lots of mana in the deck. All right. What do you got, opponent? 3 islands is what you got. Arcane Denial? Yeah, I guess so. More cantrips and repeals coming our way, I wonder. Gonna cycle Ash Barrens, go find their black mana, start removing stuff. That's what I sense. It could just be Exhume, too. They might just Exhume a Delver here. Nope, just hard cast Delver. Okay. And they're gonna pass. Sure. Our turn. Ooh, Lotus Petal. Cool. So we're gonna try to do a couple of things here. One of them is try to resolve this Cloudfin Raptor. So play a Lotus Petal. See if they want to counter it. And we will tap this for Cloudfin Raptor as bait. This is probably the worst of our creatures. So if they got counter magic here, I'd like this to eat it. Yeah, okay, I guess. So they counter Cloudfin Raptor. And I'm not going to leave up our Celestial Flare here. We're going to have to wait and draw into... I'm going to attack with everything here. I don't think it's worth leaving anything back, especially... Like, I know I might miss out on a point of damage this way, potentially, but... At the same time, if they do decide to... Like, I'd rather they do decide to block, I guess. Yeah, I think Exclude is about as close as you get. Downpour, that's a cool card. Is that instant? It is instant. Oh, I like that. Let's see what our opponent wants to do. 4 cards in hand. They're going to take 3 here. That's pretty good news for us. We're still choked on mana. The disadvantage of Lotus Petal, I guess. Especially against counterspell decks. So they're at 9, and we're at 14. They're going to gush on our end step. Always good news for me. And yeah, let's see what they do. Probably not flip Delver, unless they drew a Brainstorm. Which is possible. No Delver flip. Okay. Life is fine. No Delver flip. They're going to Preordain, see how they scry. Ooh, spicy. So you accelerate with Dark Ritual, but you still blow up lands with red and black land destruction spells? That's sweet. Put 2 cards on top. All right, opponent. I feel like this is a Muldrifter deck that just hasn't hit 5 mana. It could also be a Muldrifter deck that... Ooh, is this Ninja? That could be awkward. That could get a little bumpy. No Ninja, okay. For Wrecking Ball and Terminate. Man, what is Wrecking Ball? And I'm aware of popular and wonderful song, Wrecking Ball, by Poet Laureate Miley Cyrus, but I haven't heard of any other kind of Wrecking Ball, especially not one in Magic. Let's see if they have like some kind of echoing nonsense. As I compulsively turn off my auto yields again. No color restriction. Red-black Befoul. Oh, okay, cool. They got that echoing nonsense. Womp womp. Alright. So we're only going to get it for 1. Kinda sucks. Kinda sucks bad. But it does mean we're going to get to run out 2 Gearsmith Prodigies and then start committing our Aethercast Knights again. That was a pretty huge blowout. I guess playing all of your Aethercast Knights one after the other, kind of bad news bears. And I am going to run another Gearsmith Prodigy. I don't know if they have maybe Echoing Decay, but that would suck so bad if they had Echoing Decay too. Yeah, I can't remember what it does though. The new Commander Ninja? I can't remember exactly what it does. You should re-educate me. See if our opponent flips. They do off of a Brainstorm. Brainstorm not looking super great here. They could have a fetch. I don't know. Tough to say. There's Brainstorm, so I think we will see that then. Trying to find out how to abuse it in Legacy. Okay. Yeah, what does it do? I guess maybe, I don't know if MTG Cardbot is up to speed on spoiler season or not. I guess the full lists are out now, so it probably is. Come on, opponent, it's hot in here. Yuriko the Tiger Shadow. Ah, dang it. Yeah, I guess not. I guess not tonight. But that's cool. Man, type 1. Holy crap. 30 bones? Jeez. Dude, I cannot, yeah. I still can't get over that. Okay, so more Delvers. Mana left up. A flipped Delver. But we're just gonna keep serving our opponent with just desserts here. Well, not just, we're gonna serve our opponent appetizers and, you know, all that sorts of stuff. I don't know if I like this attack here. What's up, Stooge Muffin? Yeah, I think this is the first time we've chatted. Hey, welcome to the Jank Bank on Twitch. How you doing tonight? Glad to have you. We draw an island that we never needed. So we'll play an island. We will go to combat and attack for 5. Just a humble 5 mana or 5 damage attack. Yeah, glad to have you here. Shade, what a hero. Whenever an ninja you control deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top card of your library, put that card in your hand. Each opponent, wow, it's like, man, that's a pretty good ninja. It might not be of the deep hours, but dang, is it ninjaing? So we'll try to commit this again, and our opponent's at 3. I mean, we got outs. Ooh, they're gonna Sprite the Ethercast Knight. I guess we're only at 10, and we'll pass. And they might have another flip Delver here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, gang. Uh-oh. Meal prepping, nice. Going to Gen Con, swell. Well, they have another brainstorm. Guys, don't let me forget, they got another brainstorm. That all sounds sweet. Yeah, I hope you have a good time at Gen Con. We're in a lot of trouble here, folks. Especially if they attack with these Delvers. I believe they do want to, yeah, because if they've got some kind of trick here, we're just like very close to being dead. So we got to figure something out. Thraben Inspector is a redraw, but I doubt it'll get us there, especially if they counter it, especially if they know like what we got in our hand. They know we got 2 Ethercast Knights and a spell we've been holding all game. So yeah, so they might just let it go and wait to counter like a Cloudfin Raptor or something, but I think we're just dead. So we'll draw a card and see what it is, and then we'll just quit, because we're dead. Quitting. All right, so I don't think Relic was as relevant as I thought it would be there. Our opponent's on a Fairy plan, so I'm going to take Relics out. I'm going to bring the Journeys, or I'm going to take a Celestial Flare as well, and let's bring the Journeys back in. I don't think Vapor Snag would be that bad, but I'm okay running it vanilla style. Let's try to take one vanilla style, guys. Let's go vanilla style. See what we can do. We will play first. This is like almost too bad. Yeah, this doesn't do anything. This is sketchy too, but I'm going to keep it, I think, and scry and hope we hit blue mana. It's not blue mana. Would it be too greedy to bottom this? Probably. Probably. I'm going to top this, and we'll go Lotus Petal, sack it for blue, play Cloudfin Raptor, play an Ancient Den, play Thraben Inspector. Grow the Cloudfin Raptor, and pass the turn. Yep, yield, yield, yield. So there goes our entire 6-card hand. We got a 1-2 and a 1-2. And a Plains on top to boot. So let's see what our opponent does. Turn 1 Delver, pretty good response to a couple of 1-2s. We're going to attack first and then pick up the Thraben Inspector to grow the Cloudfin Raptor. I guess it kind of doesn't matter. Plays around removal a little bit better, I guess. It is. It's blue-white aggro, and it's honestly like a little awkward so far. We wanted to find out what we wanted to find out how Ethercast Knight kind of paired off with our opponent. Yeah, there are definitely people that play Ninja Tribal. I think so. Yeah, I think Ninja Tribal would be really cool. I think it'd be a fun time. All right, and we will play Core Skyfisher, pick up... I don't even know if we pick up Thraben Inspector here. It doesn't really matter, right? I think we leave Thraben Inspector down, actually. Because we might just draw a card next turn anyway. So I actually might just pick up Plains here and pass. Because our 2-mana spells can get us back a Lotus Petal, which commits a Gearsmith Prodigy anyway. And other than that, we might just have to remove like a Delver or something. Opponent passes through to second main. Passes. Oh, more lands. Fantabulous. So we're going to draw just to see what we find. Cloudfin Raptor. More blue spells. Okay. Hopefully they don't have a rousing start when they start hitting their 3 mana. We'll see what they want to do here. Any bounce spell on Cloudfin Raptor is pretty bad. Yeah. All right. Well, they'll still take 3 down to 15. That's Repeal is kind of interesting against the greedy mana decks. Mine in particular today. All right, opponent, what have you got? Swamp Island. There are 11 in blue-black? That's it? Yikes. All right, let's see what opponent's on to. Leaving all their mana untapped. All right, well, go to combat. We do have to bounce Thraben Inspector here. We hopefully resolve this Core Skyfisher. Try to force our opponent's hand in combat so that they might go down counter magic for Core Skyfisher. And we're going to Core Skyfisher here. We should probably play around days while we can. I imagine this is counter magic, though. Fortunately, they're already at 12. Counterspell. Cool. Pass turn. Have we seen any black spells? Like, at all? Oh, yeah. That probably would have been a good idea to, like, play around it. It's too bad they had counter magic there for sure. All right, let's see what this is. Thought Scours themselves. So I think they're just splashing back black for Gurmag Angler. It's like fairies and anglers. And now they got a way to protect it. So unless we hustle up real good or manage to resolve a Journey to Nowhere on this angler, then we're in pretty rough shape. So let's see if our opponent got lucky and has... Well, you found blue mana. That's a start. So we'll go to combat, attack with Skyfisher. I feel like this is that list blue-black Delver that people talk about. A 6/5 ninja? That's that big boy. That's a samurai. Our opponent goes to 10. We'll pass. Gurm Daddy online. Gonna take 5 a couple of times before I start blocking. Terramorphic Expanse. Cool. Seymour! This definitely does not smell like steamed hams. Yep, Gurm Daddy's gonna get in. It sure does, fam. Yep. So a couple weird things happen there. Like, I took out the relics. I probably should have kept them in. Opponent just leaving a jillion mana up. Okay, let's try to resolve this Aethercast Knight pre-combat. Be sweet if it resolved. Doubt it will. Opponent's probably lucky with the counter spells. A null. Oh yeah, a null's pretty good against us. We're gonna go to combat and attack for 3 though. And our clock is as fast as theirs at this point, so hopefully... Oh no! What is this? Doomblade Skyfisher? Opponent, why do you have it all? Come on! Stop having it. Yeah, so... Yeah, obviously, mono removal, counter magic, probably not super good against the aggro deck post Gurmag Angler time. So yeah, we're probably dead, guys. Unfortunately. We'll see. We will make them do it. Nothing to it but to make them do it. After all. I think Blue-Black Fairies has been a thing for a while. Like, I think this is actually an established deck. Should play Kamigawa Block Tribal. Alright, so play land, go to combat, attack with Thraben Inspector. Let's pull it out. Let's have our opponent just have nothing here. There was a resounding kind of yes for Lorwyn instead, though, with all those sweet multicolor cards. And we'll see if our opponent counters here. Spellstutter, yep. Okay, and we'll play another... we'll play Gearsmith Prodigy. And if they can counter this, I might just go to Spoops Magoops. Wow, opponent, come on. Frig, okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. We could be a Journey to Nowhere away, though. We could be a journey away. And we have 4 of them in our deck. They get us on a 2-turn clock. Yep, they get in. Sure do. They can't always have it all, so maybe we'll remove this. We'll turn the corner. And what's this now? 1 swamp. We draw Ethercast Knight. All right, that's not a terrible draw. Let's try to run out this this Cloudfin first. And our opponent looks like they want to oblige us with a Spell Stutter counter. Okay. Yeah, we're pretty much just dead, but, you know, fighting the good fight. Play Ethercast Knight. Imagine. Another count. Oh my god, what? Come on. Oh, dude, that was so savage. Like, counterspell, counter. They've had, I've seen all 3 of their counter spells, 2 spell stutter, 3 spell stutters. Yuck. And they found the Gurmag on time. Ain't that just the way, gang? Only counters in this house. Opponent is the opposite of a goldfish. Yeah, they are. We did take a game off them, but it was awkward mana, and that's going to firm it up for blue-black fairies. So let them at least get their attack in here, and yeah, that's it. Nothing we can do. Well, you can't really argue with this, so we will keep, and we're going to commit some power to the board on turn 1. Yep. I don't know if it should be Kybera Crossroads, if it should be like Kybera Crossroads, Lotus. No, it shouldn't be. So we'll go see the Synod, play Cloudfin Raptor, play Lotus Petal, and play Court Homunculus. And we're going to have an awkward turn next turn, but we're going to be attacking for 3. So at least we get a little bit of a fast start out of it. Hopefully this this tap land doesn't punish us too much. Brought in the land for burn. Hopefully we got something where that matters. Nope, it's going to be another... Oh, God. I knew our opponent was playing way too fast. So we'll run out Ethercast Knight here, grow our Cloudfin Raptor, go to combat, attack for 4. And I mean, we are attacking for 5 every turn. If they don't mount any kind of decent board, like, we'll just get them. So hopefully we can get them. Is there some way to blind a stuntman with a roundhouse? We can still 50% games. It's true. It's true. Ninja of the Deep Hours is Jean-Claude. And it's Ninja. It's not Jean-Claude Van Damme. Like, it's Ninja of the Deep Hours as Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, I kind of love it. I'm in. I'm deep. I'm in deep. Let's go. I think Tortured Existence more often loses to interactive decks than fast ones. So we're going to... I'm just going to F6. I think time's actually relevant here. So we'll go Hellbent. Let our opponent know, I guess. And go to combat, attack for 5. And their Disfigure could be relevant here, but, you know, it is what it is. So hopefully they can't get any crazy loops going, and we just beat them down with this big board. You gotta get out of that power that is... Get out of that power that is Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's true. Yeah, we're gonna have to trick... Will we have to trick Ninja into being Jean-Claude Van Damme, or will we have to trick Jean-Claude Van Damme to let us use his intellectual property, which is his name and image? Doing splits between 2 chairs. Wow, you've got very high expectations of me. Spore Frog is a nightmare for us. Then we're like hoping they mill. They're gonna commune. Okay, they're gonna give us a turn. All right, gang. All right. Old Oromancer, kind of like that. Stinky, probably not good news for us. So we're gonna have to win like next turn. Well, that's a start. So let's cartouche up our Thraben Inspector, keep our threats nice and diversified, and we will draw for turn, or draw an extra card, I guess. Plains, we might as well commit it, go to combat, attack for a bunch, and yeah, our opponent's got 1 turn to stop us. Can they do it? Tortex and Tron, man, they have this way. They have this way with cards of being able to just stop you dead in situations like this. So they lost the Wayfinder, the Abundant Growth, the Evolving Wilds, and the Oromancer there. They got Stinky in hand. They're at 3. Gotta have Fog. We did it. All right, cool. Uncomfortable chill is cool. It's one of those things. So like, I do a lot of like art stuff, like with music and writing and things like that, where you like, man, all these cards are so bad. I guess Vapor Snagging their like Fog Frog on their end step could actually be a play, so I might bring these in. Journeys are just better though, so I'm actually gonna, yeah, never mind. Thraben Inspector isn't fast enough, but I don't want to cut that many creatures, and we want our crazy start with Leonin Squire. They're definitely the control deck, so I think I gotta cut a Journey too. As much as I hate it, most of their stuff can just sacrifice on demand. It's hard to like, oh god, get in there. Get in there. Okay, we got it. All the Tortex hate. We made it, gang. No, I'm into it. I'm into it. Oh, if this hand had a Lotus Petal. Yay, I think it actually might be unkeepable, but we do have Fragmentize. I don't think it's fast enough. What do you guys think? We got lots of time. I don't know if this is fast enough, and I really want to win this match. Does this hand win a match against Tortex, right? So let's say I don't even know what cards they're running, like Stinkweeds, Satyr Wayfinders, and stuff. They get a Wayfinder loop going, we're in bad shape. They can remove Aethercast Knight, we're in pretty bad shape. We got a Fragmentize for their first Tortex. Right. Yeah, alright. I believe you guys. I believe you and believe in you. If we draw a Lotus Petal, then just like jam. So hopefully we have a Lotus Petal coming. Our opponent going to turn 1. Let's see what they got. It's tough. It was definitely tough. All right, well they got Tortex on turn 1, and we definitely won't allow them any opportunity to use it. Even though we drew a Homunculus. We're just going to play land and Fragmentize, and then next turn we can play Homunculus and pass. I don't know. I think giving them any opportunity to like get some kind of pitch value going is bad. They could have gone like Swamp, Fume Spitter, you know, pitched Brown Scale, started to go Banana Sandwich. Abundant Growth. Aethercast Knight. Got there. And what are they going to do with the rest of that mana? What you gonna do with all that mana? All that mana inside that mana. This is still kind of awkward. So I think we go tap land. We might just want to go Homunculus. They might have Disfigure. We might just want to go Homunculus Cartouche here. No. So I think it's Homunculus tap land. And then next turn we're gonna go Aethercast Knight Cartouche. Alright, pass turn. So a little slow, but we got the Tortex. So I don't know. So like the thing with chill is that it draws you a card, right? So if you're gonna put it up against Fogs, which is what it's doing objectively, not actually objectively, but it's getting there. So okay, they're gonna Journey the Homunculus. Okay, not a big deal. Fragmentize can take care of that as well. All right, let's see what we find now. Evolving Wilds. So it's going to draw you a card, which the only Fog I think that can do that, it like essentially is Moment's Peace, because you can use it twice, right? Opponent going for that F6 value. Oh, pretty lands. I did nothing to appreciate our opponent's pretty lands. So this is going to be. Ooh, this is odd. This is odd. Could just be Aethercast Knight, Cartouche up the Aethercast Knight. What commits more damage to the board? Gearsmith Prodigy, Aethercast Knight, and then yeah. So I'm gonna go Gearsmith Prodigy, Aethercast Knight, and then Cartouche up the Prodigy next turn. It kind of, right? But they can like there's more ways to play around it. So I guess it's close. So if you want to play more than just those, then I think you've got. Hey, what's up? Welcome back, Ben. I think you got an argument for it, but it's really cool. It's just really hard to build around and like highlight. You know what I mean? Whoa, Terry. Quasali Pride Mage, okay. Well, if they gotta use this to kill this, whatever. I guess I can kill this, but also whatever. Ooh. So we'll go to combat, attack with Gearsmith Prodigy. Part of me really doesn't want to commit this Vault Scourge until this is dead. Until this goes away. Alright, so attack with Gearsmith Prodigy as a 3/3. Well, it got a little awkward. You know, a couple of close matches. I think we stood a chance against blue-black, but things didn't go perfectly, you know. Sometimes games play out like that. All right, so they are going to block and sack to kill Aethercast Knight. That can kill a land, or what do you mean? I don't really know what you're getting at here. We lost to blue-black and like blue-black Delver or something or other. All right, so Vault Scourge, we're going to go with the no-value Squire here. Kind of feels bad, but having another 2/2 is important. And we will cartouche up the Vault Scourge. Yeah, no, I think it's good. I think Vault Scourge is better than the Exalted Creature. I figured that that's how they were going to do it. And yeah, and there was Boros. So Boros, we won against... What did we even win against, man? It's been quite a night. It's hot in here. So yeah, so that we had Boros, blue-black Delver, Morbid. Oh my goodness. Memory. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even remember. Lone Missionary, doesn't really matter. Especially if they don't have another Tortex. But we're going to have to draw well. We're going to have to find something before they find that other Tortex. Tribe. Yeah, we beat Tribe. We did it. My proudest moment. And Spore Frog. Fog Frog. Let's see what we draw. Let the wide going begin. Thanks, deck. So we're going to attack. And hopefully they don't have a Tortex and a creature to start looping this bad boy. They're playing really slow. Tuck in, guys. Tuck in. We're going to time tonight. So let's see what they want to do. They are going to use the Fog Frog, so I think a Tortex is coming down. Yep. Although maybe it's not. If it's not, then I don't really understand that play, but I predict that it is, and that they're just lucky enough to have Tortex Dredge Creature. I'm down with it, for sure. Like, I'm down with, like, looking at old archetypes and stuff like that. There was a really helpful thread... really helpful comment on my last post where somebody told me about all of these old sites that used to post results from Pauper tournaments and talk about archetypes. There's like a metagame breakdown. So I'm kind of getting into that, like, you know, that approach of just having a look, trying to, you know, suss out what the best... Oh, they let Crypt Rats go. Okay. Oh, they can only get land. What the best strategies used to be, and maybe just trying to take some knowledge from that, you know? So we're going to go to combat, we're going to attack. Because that's what we do. That's true, I could play Morbid. I would like to, especially where I've run into it so much. I think it's time. And it always looks good against me, so I think people will be okay with that. And but yeah, I think people kind of they might be drawn to the whole you know, seeing challenge results, or like seeing competitive decks in real time, you know, as they put up results. I think that's kind of a cool concept, but I'm definitely willing to move around. Retro edition, do it in all Sephiatone. Shouts out to Sephiatone. So let's see what our opponent's got. All the colors of the mana, 2 cards in hand. Do they have the Tortex? Gonna be Commune, Brown Scale, hard cast Brown Scale. It could be worse. And last card is Skyfisher. Okay. Well, if there's going to be a last 2 cards in their hand, that's pretty good for taking their time. It's true, though. No, it's true. Like, I would love to do that. Oh, they're going to pick up... Okay. Relic. Okay, so let's play Relic. And I don't know, is it as good a time as any to sack Relic here? Should we wait until... We're not attacking around this board. I think we're going to try to control their graveyard for a second, because they don't currently have a way to do anything about what we're doing. I think so. Yeah. There's Tortex. Okay, so we're going to do it now. Because they could just, like, you know what I mean? Like, they could just pitch something that they have to pitch once the Tortex is on board. And now it, like, matters a lot less. Yeah. And we get to draw an extra card. Here comes the Journey. Oh, I knew they had Journey. That was a little bit of a weak play. Yep, opponent passes. We find Cloudfin. That's not too bad. But it's not really like a winning strategy. So we'll play this. And we'll pass the turn. How wide can we go? How wide can we go? Our opponent's drawn a lot of cards. We're top decking. Our board's going to get kind of intimidating. We can grow this Cloudfin Raptor to a place where it can start attacking into Core Skyfisher. Sure. I don't think I understand this attack. Yep. I guess they want me to try to kill it so they can Tortex. And hard cast Golgari Brownscale, sure. 2/3. Yeah, 2/3 is about as big as it gets. Unless you have a cartouche on it. So we'll play another 2/2 and pass the turn. No cards in our opponent's hand. And Cloudfin Raptor is pretty near getting in here. We also have journeys, so if we can journey the Skyfisher, we can start making our way into winning the game. Opponent's going to commune. And just Pride Mage and Brownscale. Okay, so our opponent's going to be able to get the Dredge going. Here comes that Dredge machine. Dredge return. But if they're going to win this game and the next one in time, they're going to have to hurry up with it. So there's Pride Mage, okay. Planning to, I assume, blow up our Homunculus. Or maybe the first journey we draw. Deck, bud. How dredgeful. All right, let's see how much value our opponent can get here. Are you guys ready for the value? Whoa, Findelmeister, thank you. Oh my goodness. Ah, thank you. I appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Tonight has been crazy. Like, we had a crazy, like, sub train and, like, a bits train. Like, that's never happened to me before. Really, like, blew my mind, guys. Thank you. Seriously. All right, here comes the Fog Frog. Yep. You may Fog Frog, opponent. You survived the Great Bit Wars. Yep, and here comes Brownscale. So it doesn't matter if we block and kill Brownscale now. So I very well may get a couple of 2/2s in front of it. And we'll pass back to them. Yep, because now they'll have to start dredging, and that's a way that they could lose. There's the Fog Frog. Nice deck. Appreciate it, bud. It's exactly what I needed. All right, now let's see if they can kill us somehow. Oh, for me, it was like a thing with like where I lived. So Brownscale is their only card in their hand. So I guess they're just going to loop Brownscales to kill our 2/2s. So actually, we should probably start taking damage. I'm a little worried about a Crypt Rats, but like probably not worried enough to block again. That's probably actually kind of contentious. I think there'd be a lot of opinions on that. So we're going to Tortex back a Brownscale, yep. Without Carpal Tunnel setting in. Yeah, just gaining a bunch of life very slowly. I am so hot, opponent. Opponent trying to give me Heat Stroke. Those next level strats. Yeah, like the mill plan is pretty real. I get it. I get it. You're gaining life. I get it. I'm not going to concede. That's not how you win. All right, and they're going to attack with Brownscale. Sure. I'm going to take 3 here. I think it was probably a bad play to actually block last time, so we'll take 3. How about that? Yep. Consider me 3'd. Yeah, like you're not killing me yet. I guess eventually you might. but you're currently not. So we'll run out our Leonin Squire, vanilla style. Pass turn. We maybe wanted to wait until Court Homunculus died, but whatever. So here comes the Dredge. Gonna make a couple more cards in the bin, gain a couple more life. We'll just F6. Let our opponent do their nonsense. Fog Frog on board. And nonsense continues. I feel like Fubaj might have 5-0'd a league with this deck. I got a feeling. they 5-0'd a league with this deck. I've also got a feeling that I might actually just want to start like chumping this brown scale, but we'll take 3 for the time being. Prodigy, we'll play that. Pass turn. Like I said, I'm kind of afraid of Crypt Rats. Like a couple of Crypt Rat loops can kind of get us here, but Wayfinder, sure. It's actually pretty good for them here. See what they found. Another Tortex, another brown scale, a journey, so nothing too important. Gain a life off a land. Yep. And we'll take 3 one more time, and then I think it's time to start blocking again. Right, so if you check out the last Reddit post I made, which I really should have made a hot link for Nightbot by now. Oh god, deck, come on. Like, at least help us grind. Yes, and there's also 20 cards left in their library. So, we'll see what they want to do. Dredge a brown scale, gain some life, 18 cards in library. Still haven't found their Crypt Rats, but they very well may. Just hard cast brown scale, sure. Yep. And they're gonna get in. Okay. So, yeah, I think we're just gonna keep taking 3. I think at this point, 2 Crypt Rats activations kills us anyway. So, deck. We just want to try to run them out here. 18 cards in their deck. We got lots of blockers. Attacking doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, so somebody posted like a comment. It's like, I think it's the first comment. If it's not, y'all should go in there and just like let a brother know that I appreciated their comment a lot. All right, in comes a different Golgari brown skill for a change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, so they can only Crypt Rats us for 4. So this same clock, if Crypt Rats is their hand, but I believe they dredged there, so. 2 we draw. Fragmentize, cool. So now we can start blocking brown scales. So Fragmentize Tortex. And see what they want to do. Gonna get a little value in. Value. And yeah, then we'll start blocking brown scales. Opponent floats a black mana and lets it go. No dredgers in the bin. Curious to know what's in their graveyard right now. This flyer dying could be problematic. So I'll just have to remember that. See what our opponent wants to do. Can attack with an Exalted brown scale, sure. Yep. So we'll go like this, go like this. We're going to use Court Homunculi last because Pride Mage can kill them. Actually, that's probably a pretty decent reason to just use the Homunculuses. So Golgari brown scale will hit the bin. See what our opponent casts. Brown scale, sure. And it's our turn. Cartouche, that's interesting. So we'll Cartouche up our Cloudfin Raptor because it's our biggest creature, and now it can get in the way of a brown scale without dying. I guess they can blow it up. So actually, yeah. The first one. But then after that, the Skyfisher will be able to get in, so we're not going to do anything about that. Now we start chumping. Opponent finds a land, 15 cards in library, 11 minutes on clock. Fog Frog online. So we'll go to blocks. If they sack Wazali Pride Mage to make brown scale kill this, then they lose Pride Mage. Yeah, no, we can't do that. So let the chumping begin. Otherwise, we might be dead to 1 Skyfisher, which we certainly don't want. We'll pass the turn. 0 cards in our opponent's hand. Hey, man, maybe they might just, like, draw their whole deck. I mean, it could be GG's once they do find the other Skyfisher, but who knows? Yep, Brown Scale gets in. Pumps. And we'll chump. We might be coming up to the end of it here. Yep, 14 cards left in their library. They're going to pass. We find a Skyfisher, so we'll pick up Skyfisher. Targeting Cartouche. And we'll Cartouche up Skyfisher. So now we can get in front of Brown Scale with a buffed up Skyfisher, and it's not really a big deal. The first one will die, but then they won't have Pride Mage anymore. No attacks. All right. What do you got, Tortex? Scour Barons, doesn't matter. Opponent goes to combat and passes. Stability, play an Ancient 10, pass turn. Opponent, what do you got? 13 cards in library. We're in a decent board position. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. And we'll see what they found. Crypt Rats. Okay. So that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. GG's. Well, it took them a little while, and we're going to get to go on the play next game, so hopefully we can come back and take a 3-2. Bunch of stuff dies. Yep. All right. So, Journey's probably going to come back in. I think digging to Journeys was important there, and we didn't do enough. Well, they have the Pride Mages, right? So maybe, yeah, no, I think that was the right play. I think we had too few creatures. I wouldn't mind getting these Inspectors back in somehow. But the Fragmentizes were awesome, so we're just going to go for it. All right. Yes, play first. Turn 1, Relic of Progenitus ain't nothing to scoff at. So we're going to keep... We're actually going to play a tap land, though, and we're going to let them see if they want to commit some cards to the graveyard before they know it's coming. And I'm going for a super fancy double Relic activation here. Turn 1 Tortex every time. We draw Vault Scourge. All right, so I think that's what's actually going to happen this turn. So we're going to Vault Scourge and Relic and pass turn. I mean, Tortured Existence can certainly win around Relic. That is a definite thing. Scoured Baron, sure. Cut Lotus Petal. Yeah, right. It's my favorite card. All right. Our turn again. Another Aethercast Knight. So we're going to cast Aethercast Knight. No, we're going to cast Skyfisher. Right? No, we only have 1 untapped white mana. Ugh. Awkward mana continues. Okay, so we'll cast Aethercast Knight because it commits more damage to the battlefield right now. We'll play a Tranquil Cove, and then we'll go Aethercast Knight, core Skyfisher next turn, and then try to get it in. Yeah. Control the graveyard for as long as I can. I think last time I let it go way too fast. Way too fast. Oh, Skyfisher replay Relic. Oof. That's fancy. Opponent's going to play Jungle Hollow, sure. Don't care what you do, opponent, so long as you do it slowly. They're going to Journey, all right. Aethercast Knight, Vault Scourge. What do you think? Aethercast Knight. Okay. I actually don't mind. Like, that's really just a 1/1 that doesn't have lifelink or evasion. So if they're going to have a Journey target, that's the best one. Our turn. All right, so there's the rest of our white mana. So we'll play Aethercast Knight. And play a land. Play Skyfisher. Probably actually pick up tap land. I can't see us needing... no, I probably won't pick up tap land here. I'll probably pick up White Source. Go to combat, attack with Vault Scourge, and F6. And Double Relic is not very good here. I agree. All right, our opponent's on a clock, but they do have Tortured Existence and a possible Fog Frog Dredge thing going. It's interesting, right? Like, you really got to juke them out good. to, ooh, they snuff out the Skyfisher. Okay. You got to juke them out pretty good to get rid of the card that matters. Stinky, eh? Okay. So we will exile that. Okay. Go to pass the turn. Go to combat, attack with Vault Scourge. Maybe Stinkweed doesn't matter as much, but I'm going to get rid of it here. And we'll play Court Homunculus, keep the pressure going. So we'll exile that right away. No, I know. I just wanted to get rid of it. And we'll play Court Homunculus and pass. I'm just trying to control their graveyard as well as I can, because as soon as that gets out of control, we got to sack our Relic, which could get really awkward. And here goes the awkwardness. There's a Cryptorats. Yikes. There's another Tortex. Okay. And they're going to pass. All right. Oh, they kept Cryptorats. Okay. Let Brownscale and the rest of this stuff go. All right. You're not too late. No. All right, so we'll play out Aethercast Knight, and we'll attack for a bunch, but they're going to have Cryptrats come down next turn. They got Cryptrats, Tortex backup, but we've got Relic to take care of it after they sack it, so if they want to crack it for a bunch, then... Yeah, I got you got time. We're going to be here for a minute, whether they win or not. But they do have a Cryptrats loop, and we're a creature deck, so could get awkward here. Let's see what they pitch. Okay, sure. Gain some life off Brownscale. Pitching Horror of the Broken Lands. That's pretty scary. Definitely a finisher. But this is going to be reserved for Cryptrats and Cryptrats only. Yeah, so hopefully we don't lose to Tortex and go 1-4. That would be a bummer. There's Cryptrats. And if you want a Cryptrats X2, Spore Frog, sure. That's weird. All right, let the passing begin. I'm just going to sandbag creatures here because there's a universe where we can... Yeah, we don't want it to die to the Cryptrats activation, so we're going to attack with Homunculus. The Homunkamunk. What would I rather they have, Spore Frog or Cryptrats? Probably Spore Frog. Yep, they're going to take 4 down to 8. Yeah, that's cool. You're going to want to get that back pretty much right away. So they're going to Brownscale for Spore Frog. And they've got enough Cryptrats. Oh, I guess they didn't Brownscale. They've got enough mana to protect Cryptrats from Tortex now. Oh, okay. Sure. So here goes Cryptrats. X3. Okay. And Spore Frog. Sure. Right, sorry. I think I'm going to crack it here. They can't untap, and I'd rather just use the mana. So I'm going to crack it. All right, so we got rid of some of their stuff. Let's play Cloudfin Raptor and Gearsmith Prodigy and Court Homunculus. And it's your turn, opponent. We got a bunch of threats. Yeah, if they untap with black mana there, they're able to loop their Cryptrats, which is pretty bad for us. They find a land. Hopefully they don't have a Dredger here to waste their clock. We'll attack with everything. One card in our opponent's hand. Be interested to see if it's a Dredger. Of course, it's quite unfortunate if it is, because we saw how that last one turned out that way. We're going to cast this. They might have something like Cryptrats and, or not Cryptrats, Chittering Rats. And we don't really want that going down. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. They have not pitched anything for the Fog Frog yet. So let's see. Let's see if we can do it. Opponent's got 2 Tortex on board. And is this a Dredger? Yes. Oh, man, they had it. Okay. Okay. So awkwardness intensifies. Go to combat, we'll attack, but they don't have anything else going on. No, not now. I don't think. I think they've effectively got us locked out. We'll have to get really lucky with like a combination of Relic and Journey to Nowhere, kind of like at the same time, and hope that they don't find Crypt Rats for their bin. Oh, they didn't. Are they going to dredge it back for Spore Frog? Of course they are. So they dredge it back for Spore Frog. Yeah, Ben, Brutals. Brutes Magoots. Yep. Gets back Spore Frog. Plays Spore Frog. That whole bag of tricks. And we find another Lotus Petal. We'll cast the Lotus Petal. Go to combat. And attack. I have reason to believe that they'll be sacking the Spore Frog for the rest of their lives. Oh, they let it go. Okay. Sure. So our opponent wants a chance at seeing a couple more cards, I guess. Or they want to get this brown scale down, maybe. That's kind of weird, I guess. Oh, deck, come on, man. Yeah, they do still have to win. Somehow. Yep. And here comes brown scale. To gain them some life and get their Spore Frog back. So they dredge brown scale. Still haven't found a Crypt Rats or anything, so they're going to have to keep looping brown scale. Brown scale, Spore Frog is the hand. Another Raptor. Ironically doesn't grow our other Raptor. You don't have to play anything as soon as your attack is legal. Is lethal? Yeah, I could just keep looping F6, but I don't mind going through the motions. Making them sack this and dredge this and mill their library and stuff. Actually, that's much better. You don't want them to get a natural draw step. I think they just took a natural draw step? No, they got... Never mind. Dredged on end step. Yep, opponent down to 4 minutes. Find a Cartouche. I mean, Cartouche is a Cartouche. We'll Cartouche up Homunculus, and that'll grow our Raptors. This probably should have been Gearsmith Prodigy while I was playing perfectly. I mean, I don't know. I definitely have to attack, and I don't know how they beat us on clock at any point. So opponent gonna keep doing the Spore Frog loop until I think eventually they find a Crypt Rat somehow and kill us. Yeah, I don't know. Tough to say. They might find their Crypt Rats. They might find their Crypt Rats or misclick and scoop the match. We got it. They misclicked. We won.